Hi everyone, new name here, playing his favorite game, Watcher of Realms, and today I'm going to show you my strategy for 3-star in Stage 11 of the Northerners faction trial. I would show you Stage 12, but I'm short one of the mages of the three that you require to 3-star Stage 12. So to me, there's really no point currently. So I've been fortunate enough to have the Valkyria and Nocturne and Brokir. These three here, I couldn't do it without them, unless I had obviously Elddr or Harz or Isolde. I'm fortunate enough, excuse me, that on this faction, the game gives you a rare lore. Okay, so Dagna's not going to give you much, but 5% is more than zero, so it helps. And then the 10% shield, it's something, okay? Especially with the North Will artifact that I put on my Oleg, because my Oleg is able to heal for 15% because it's maxed every time he loses any shield, okay? But you'll look through here. I don't have Ardia. I don't have Falcia. I don't have Sadie. I don't have is this Constance or Gwendolyn? Sorry, and I don't have Shamir. I don't have anybody except for the people that are at minimum required to do this. These are luxuries, and Shamir 100% you need him to do stage 12. Okay, so I have everyone else. At about an hour ago, I was able to 3-star this, and I'm going to show you my strategy. I tweaked it a little from stage 10. All right. So the power of dominance, it's on, now it's off, okay? So we're gonna go through this manually, and I decided to do it this way so that you can get a nice and slow and concise explanation and the purity of there's no power of dominance, okay? So obviously I'm not getting a 30% bonus. So again, these guys, they have a shield on this stage or whatever stage in this faction trial that as soon as that shield breaks, there's a splash damage that's going to occur and it'll one-shot probably everybody but your tanks, right? So I use my Nocturne on this inside tile here to avoid getting hit by that splash when the shield breaks. If you're not familiar with Nocturne, he also does true damage, meaning he ignores all resistances, okay? But his wings spread for his attack range during his ultimate. So there's going to be like 6 guys in the first wave that funnel down from up here to hit my Brokir tank. And I'll have Maul over here. I want him to be able to support them so that he breaks those shields before they get to Brokir. Okay? So if you bear with it, you might see a strategy that will work for you because you have the exact same lineup that I do. All right. So I don't have to put my Brokir down right away. I'm fortunate that he is strong enough that he'll survive the hits before he procs his cheat death, which you obviously, as you don't want it to proc if you don't have to have it. Now, I need to ultimate with Nocturne, break this first guy's shield. Okay, this is what makes it really, really possible. So there goes the ultimate there. Now Brokir comes in. Okay, that guy's shield isn't broken yet. I'll wait till that spear from Maul. See how that broke? Now Brokir goes in. So instead of losing half his health, he lost like 35%. All right. As soon as Maul has his ultimate ready, I hit it. Not to break the shield, but just so that that ultimate, it's available sooner, right? Sorry about that. So anyways, he procced. It's no big deal, okay? But as soon as Nocturne runs out of his ultimate, he comes off him. And this is the different strategy than I used the last time, all right? So I put my Valkyra down here, and as soon as I can again, I use Maul's ultimate. So now Vortex can catch up, and this guy's going to lose his shield before he comes near my Brokir. So there's no issue. Okay. Now this is what I changed about the strategy, and it really, really helps. Okay. I put my Mari in here, and instead of waiting for Mari so the shields break, I just keep her at the back anyways. And what that does is it buys enough time for my Valkyra to kill these guys once her ultimate has ended. And nobody's going to get hit with splash damage. So if you're keeping track, that's the third ultimate from Maul. So now he's doing 30% more damage because I have him in Soulbound Arcana. Now this is the other key, okay? And you'll see in a second here. I'm not going to use Mari's ultimate until these guys start moving. And usually I would put Light Lock in next, up at this top here, okay? And I figured this out. It works much better if I just put my Nocturne up there right away. And you'll see why in a second. So Oleg is essentially self-sustainable against a single target mob. even though these guys, they're going to hit him for like 40, 45, 48K. Okay. Boom. But he's sitting on this big shield, right? Now he has his shield up again. So if I really wanted, I can pull Murray off right now. It's not necessary, but I can do that. So Lightlock comes in, and Lightlock's going to draw some aggro from these mage guys that come after. Okay? So it'll take some of the focus from Oleg away, and it's easier to heal him. But I don't really have an issue now with this strategy because Oleg's never really going to die to a single target thing like this, okay? And to ensure that, boom, here's Nocturne. So I used to pile guys in behind him, like Katy Perry, the Centaur here, and the mage guys is like they're hurting people with, and the shield breaking, the splash damage is just terrible. But see, they focus Lightlock. Lightlock heals himself. It's no big deal. Nocturne, boom, say goodnight. Oleg. So Oleg, I used to be like, oh my god, I need to keep Valkyra out on the map to get the cheat death for Oleg. So Valkyra can solo this, right? I'm going to keep Mari up just for a second to show you that you can do it with her or without her. The reason I'll keep her here though is because her ultimate, it might tickle one guy's toe here and it'll freeze him. And it doesn't sound like much, but when you're pushing the end game content, you see like I don't have the overall super best heroes for this stage. It's going to help. So I'm going to do something different than I did on my original clear. I'm going to pull Valkyra off now because I might be able to tuck her in back here to do a little more damage. So these guys, you can see that they're staggered when they come. So I'm going to use right now. So that's the fourth ultimate, I believe, or fifth. So Maul can't be doing any more damage than he is right now. He's at max damage. So there's two shields that are off, right? So now I'm going to try and see if Mari can freeze a few of these guys while Maul gets his ultimate back up to break their shields, okay? So if they come here with no shields, there are a lot less, like there's a less splash damage occurring. So see Nocturne's drawing a little fire, but it's no big deal, right? He's going to live. That's the other key is that I don't have to focus Nocturne. So Brokir right now, I'm going to turn on his ultimate. So by the time these guys get to him and his ultimate ends, they're going to all be frozen, okay? So now I'm going to use my Nocturne. And like I said, I've never done this before with the Valkyra facing up now. Oh, so normally Brokir wouldn't have died there. Okay, I'm recording the video, so he died. So it would have been a 3-star if he didn't die. But that's exactly how I did it. Okay, except I kept Mari on this tight tile. And up here, you're seeing Oleg. He's doing his thing or whatever. Okay, so just imagine that I wasn't talking. I would have saved Brokir. He wouldn't have died. I would have had Valkyra out sooner. She would have had her ultimate, whatever. But that's how I was able to 3-star stage 11 without the overpowered lords. Okay, I have the cheapest possible lord for the faction, and everybody has a Dagna. All right, so just in case you're curious, like these are the stats for there's only 3 damage dealers, okay? And Lightlock is not able to do too much healing because Oleg and Nocturne are taking care of themselves and the mobs before there's any opportunity. Okay? So I apologize that I couldn't restart it because Brokir died. He didn't die the first time, but that was a pure form without the power of dominance on. Okay, so in case you're curious, I'm almost done the faction trials. Anyways, I'm roster gated with these two, and we'll see tomorrow. Maybe I'll get stage 11 on Infernal. It's a tough one. But I'm going to show you the gear that I had on the people if you're curious, just to help you compare with yourself, okay? Excuse me. But if these guys are helping you, like that's the whole idea. Just share them with other people in your guild or whoever that you talk to, okay? So Nocturne, he's massive and he's got some of the best gear that I have. I obviously need him to do the job that you just watched him do, okay? So Valkyra, again, like this isn't the greatest set people to tell you, but it does extra like true damage and whatever you can do to make her solo that bottom lane, the better. But here's a quick look at her. Like I don't have max skills on her. I was very fortunate, as you see here. I got her ultimate going, but like there's no real like 5% damage. Like what's that going to do, right? So Brokir, he's an A1, so it really, really helps. But he's also sitting on, I think, like 114k HP. Okay, so if he's getting a 10% HP shield, it's like 15k. The guy's hit him for 40k, so he's only getting a 30k hit. Yeah, so Maul, he's in some pretty decent gear. He's a superstar. He's maxed out. I have him with a sharpshooter's crest. I have my massive tier of Twilight on Nocturne. It's necessary. Valkyra has a frigid flame. I don't know what it's used to be called, but you'll see like if she's not taking damage, which she rarely does, it's an automatic increase in damage. Bastion's Ring. So again, the Norse will artifact on any tank that shields, especially if they're going to get healed with the shield or the shield that comes down from the Lord bonus in that stage. It just he's going to heal himself. All right. So there's his normal tank gear or whatever. And you'll see again, he's just a little under 90k. His defense is decent. All right. So I didn't have to deploy her. I used to. So I can probably sub in if I had like Harpoon or something now. Right. But that's Katy Perry the Centaur. But here's my light lock. He's in the Asclepius. This is a Greek word. Asclepius set. Okay. And it's what I normally run on the Alloin. And he's got the euphoric orb, which I was very fortunate to get. And if you look here, like this is, I have like double these stats on an Eloin, but this is a 5-star light lock. And then Mari, whatever you put on her just to make her fast, right? Like she's only at 500. But here's the other key: is this Samsara. It just makes her every time she hits, right? If she's freezing them, they're slowing, and then she's hitting more and more, and she gets all of her power back. So Dagna, I didn't have to deploy either. She's just in whatever tank gear that I could find for her. Okay. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to upload stage 11 3-star on the Infernal trial. It's pretty difficult for me. But again, have a happy and safe new year. Please don't drink and drive. Take care, everybody.